Hey guys, this is Juan with the Trailer Parts Outlet with the next episode of Full Send. And we're gonna basically talk about operations since I moved away from sales into operations. So stay tuned.
Let's get straight to the point. This what you do and what you don't do. No bullshit, sugarcoat when it comes to repairs and maintenance. Advice you can go to. Full send, no edits, cause just go to full send, and we'll get you done right. Full send, and we'll get you going right. Full send, keep it going day and night. And this ain't just a podcast, we get it right and keep it tight.
So in operations, it's going basically to when you're dealing with vendors. Are you looking at the cost, the quality, or the service, or are you looking at all three? Are you looking more of a balance between cost and service, or cost and quality? Are you looking for a service of quality and service versus pricing? Because price is important. Don't get me wrong. From a sales standpoint of your margins have to be there, because if your margins ain't there, then if you have too much, if the product costs too much and you can't sell it for X amount, then you're not making money. The company's not making money, so you're losing money. So I get that. But at what point is it for those, and I'm talking for those in manufacturing or retail or just any aspect that has to do with selling or stocking inventory, are you looking, what's more important to you? And hopefully you give me your feedback, because I'm very curious to see where everybody else's mind is. And my info will be down below, or you can comment on the podcast or wherever you're streaming it off of. But is it quality? Is it price? Is it service? To me personally, it's price is important, but it would be service, quality, and pricing. Now, don't get me wrong. If you come at me with some high pricing and your service and quality is great, doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to go with you. But I'm going to take everything in consideration and just seeing how everything is. And coming from a sales aspect, it's basically the David and Goliath story. And it's when you have one person trying to overtake the market on everything, and basically they're cornering the market with higher pricing and all that, you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you really can't go nowhere. And then when you do find somebody else, they get bought out by fucking Goliath. So it's like, fuck, what am I doing? But no, it all goes back to communicating and talking with your vendor, your rep for that vendor, or talking with whoever at that place you're trying to buy from, and just building that relationship. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's pricing is important, but you got to look at the service and you got to look at the quality, because at the end of the day, if the pricing is on point, but the service isn't there as far as supply and demand, then it don't matter if it's the lowest price out there, you ain't got shit to sell. Versus if it's great service and great pricing but with shitty quality, I mean, it goes back to your customers are only going to buy it once, and it's going to spread like wildfire that you have shitty product. So it's all about trying to, and that's one thing I've tried to grasp, is mixing in all three of them at one time and trying to see what the best fit is. Even just for here, trying to move forward and go to that next level that we're trying to reach. Tyler is one thing I love about Tyler is he's always pushing his leadership staff to that next step. Basically having us all, challenging ourselves to get to that next level and taking the company to that next level. So that's one thing that I'm I'm working on, is just your pricing, your service, and your quality. But again, I don't know where I went with that. But anyways, yeah, so this was short, brief. Don't even know where it was going with, but Kiefer can't say I didn't try to give him another episode. So he can stay off my ass for about another week. So if you haven't hit the like button or subscribe to our podcast, go for it. It's somewhere here or there. But hit the link, hit the subscribe button, follow us, share the video, share the podcast with your family and friends. And if you haven't watched Caitlin and Lacey's latest episodes, they drop one every Friday, and it's women in the trailer industry. I think NATDA is Labor Day weekend. So I would say September is what, 120 days away? Some shit like that. My math is off. It's too early. But if you're going to NATDA, stop by our booth. We'll have our 8,000-pound axles. We might even have a larger capacity. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know yet. You know, it's still too many days out. But we'll have something to make the waves go rawr. I don't think the waves make that noise, but if they did, they'd drink a Dos Equis. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Let's get straight to the point. This what you do and what you don't do. No bullshit, sugarcoat when it comes to repairs and maintenance. Advice you can go to.